Well, hello. We about have everything set up, I think. Okay. Ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Uncle never makes it to the castle, so easy win. Hookshot. Okay. Nice first item. No, actually, I can hookshot things. Who knew? What is our weapon today? Burna. That's a first. It's replaying. It's not the best weapon. Ooh, bomb. Okay. We'll take a bomb. Happy about that. Burna, you really gotta watch your magic usage. More so on this than anything else. Fire Rod is also pretty rough if you miss some shots. You just gotta make sure you don't have it on for too long. Otherwise, you could end up in trouble. But we know green guards are dropping bombs, so that is useful knowledge. Okay. Good first guard. Okay, that was me not agreeing with the D-pad. Cool. Another nice easy bomb. Chase him a little bit. But for things we have to kill, it's now just the key rat and of course ball and chain, but we're going to use pots for the ball and chain guard. So we're alright on magic. And we at least have 2 bombs, which is useful. Would love some more though. Meow. No bomb. It's hoping for one there. Alright, Zelda. Let's get out of here. Well, no real issues. I'm probably gonna grab a pot on the way. Try and see if we can't get another bomb drop. Ideally, you'd want 4 leaving escape. Well, 3 leaving escape, actually. 4 overall. Just for Blind's Hut, Cave, and the Chicken House. It's a little tough to farm when you've got the Burna. And the snakes will take 2 hits to die, so it's a little dicey on using it. I'm remembering correctly, there should be a small magic here. Yep. Okay. That helps. There we go. Perfect. Good enough on bombs now. Ooh. Didn't see the third one. And we got more bombs, of course, on the next chest. So we are loaded up. We don't have much money, that's currently the only concern. No real good weapon, anyway, is also a bit of a concern as well. Nope. I could use the hookshot on the rats. I don't know what they drop, actually. It's not gonna be bombs, though. Moon Pearl. Flippers. Okay. Alright. I see you again. So those are nice items early. Not get these rats to drop much. So far I've gotten 1 heart. Okay, well, so much for that adventure. Hammer's super nice. We're just a glove from Go Mode. Or Go Mode. Dark World. Dark World, not Go Mode. Let's check our map. Green pendant, blue pendant, crystal. Ooh. So say, magic would actually be nice just to recover some of that. Oh, I didn't actually want to kill him. Well. Okay, heart container, so we're good there. Arrows. We can take some arrows, we don't have any right now. Okay, I'm not grabbing the single arrow though. Not doing that. More money is nice. Phew, didn't think that was gonna grab, but it did. Alright, well, Escape actually had a lot of good items in it, so we'll see if there's anything left for Kakariko. Oh. I was hoping it'd be all red 20s, but nope. But we do have enough money for Bottle Vendor now, which is very useful. Shovel, at least it's early. Boots. Always happy to see early boots. Always happy. Piece of heart. Sword is very nice. And we have an actual weapon that can't deplete. We did have hammer though too, but sword's just nice, especially with boots, because you can dash with it. And not just face tank all the damage. Oh, more bombs. Okay. Not worth it. With early boots, I'd always normally use to do this. I don't know if it'll pay off, but I'm not wasting a bomb here, so it's more worth going for blindly. Wasn't worth, but I still think it's worth trying to shortcut it instead of checking it, but when it's nothing good, it just a time loss. Ooh, South Shore. We'll go this way. Check the ledge, go to Agina. So otherwise I don't have much reason to come over here unless desert was a crystal, so might as well just scout this. There's nothing there. And pick up Agina's single chest. Just to get it off the board and not to worry about it. And that was one of the times it was worth it. Okay, still gonna go back to South Shore just to clean up the rest of our checks. Very tempted to go right after the mountain. Fire source would make that better though if we go all the way to Hera. Apparently it's non-logic though. Powder. Master Sword. Red Boom. Okay, well. Not bad. Alright, let's see what we got here. Single ruby. I do not have Zora money, which is a little unfortunate. Ugh, okay. Yeah. The sword slash sound played, but it did not slash. Swim. Oh yeah, I have real flippers. See, I always forget I have actual flippers so often. That's part of Zora money. $100 up there. Nothing too exciting. Ideally, we get another 300 out of here. I don't think we'll get that lucky. Oh my gosh! Okay, never mind. We got that lucky. So now we can clear out the sector. Some money on the ledge. Come see what scam Zora is selling today. Bit of a scam. So I know this is more of an old school thinking. I'm still gonna clear out Saha before dipping Dark World just cause this check is open from the beginning of the game as long as you get a bomb. And sometimes when you don't clear your Light World, you end up regretting it. So might as well while we're here. I'm not planning on dipping Eastern though. Really? Okay. Interesting, the first bonk didn't work. Blue mail, arrows, Quake. Well, Quake could be important. Blue mail is also nice. But, no. Okay. One goes Sanctuary. I want to climb the mountain, but Hera could be fire-locked. I don't necessarily want to risk that right now, because it takes a good bit to get to Hera with this loadout. Tempered. Well, at least this time we're not going through the whole game with Fighter Sword. And ending with Master Sword like the last two seeds we have. We'll check out Magic Bat. Sort of a mirror makes this a little awkward to route in. But Boots does help make up for it. Yeah, that shovel too. Probably should check that. But we'll get back to that. Hopefully when we have a mirror. Alright. Nice bonk. Alright. Thinking... might dip Skullwoods. Dipping Skullwoods early was a thing in probably quite a few versions ago where it was almost always worth it to do. Not so sure on the current version. It hasn't seemed worse so far. Good crystal there. Good crystal swamp. Myers my other pendant. Okay. Beat the hand. Not where I wanted the hand to drop, though. Okay. Nice dash. Nice dash. Thank you. Please take me out of here. Okay. Got ourselves a handy dandy key. Well, it's both items. And now we can beat this. Okay, so maybe still dipping Skullwoods early is worth doing. Who knew? Not me. But now we have another crystal we can beat. And have a fire source. So double win there. Now more likely to climb the mountain. So I don't have a ton of magic, which is a little unfortunate. I need to farm some of it. No, don't grab me. Thank you. Ooh, perfect. Okay, that worked out pretty well. Do need the key from the Gibdo. Missed the spike. Alright. We're cruising. Dude, get out of the corner. Thank you. This would not leave that corner. Compass. We did get everything out of here too, so bombs and a fire rod. Not a bad dungeon. Don't know why I'm not using my boots, but that's okay. Moving on. That ledge still has yet to have anything worth it on it. But And now we are on our way to Village of Outcast and East Town. Alright, next crystal. R for shield. That I can't track right away. Ether. This fire snake was camping. The only unfortunate thing about having early boots is it's impossible to track things. So you're too busy dashing. Which is a good problem to have, not complaining. I have ether. Okay. Jesus. Somehow did not grab that fairy. Fire snakes are camping. Oh my gosh, you grasshopper. Leave me be. Okay. Some easy money. There's a compass left out there, so either the last item is in the big chest or Blind is holding on to something good. Hopefully. Let's see. 10 arrows was not the something good I was hoping for, but you move on. Health's a little sketchy. We should be okay, but need to not mess up the first two phases. We also have Keen and Burno though, so. Actually, God, I did take damage, but actually close to the script. Second crystal down. Nah, well, I do have hair. Here is another one we can complete fully. 3 of them I can't get to without mitts. I don't have a bow or a mirror. Yet. But soon. hopefully. More money? Don't have anything else here until we have mitts, so... Shockingly, we have not found a bottle yet. Considering there's 4 of them, it's a little shocking, but... Actually, we'll take that. More health is a good thing. Normally, once I have the first bar full of 10 hearts, after that, it's just sort of whatever, but... 10 hearts is more of a comfy zone. It's the hype cave. Don't quite know where else I want to go. I will probably do Pyramid Ledge and Catfish just to get them done. Don't know I want to commit to Pod just yet. Never do a bomb set. Palace of Darkness is probably somewhere we need to go. Unless we find something good here. Butter sword is good. I will take it. Lamp is nice. That does open up the mountain. So lamp puts the mountain in logic, so... Palace of Darkness isn't necessarily our answer anymore. Without the lamp, Palace of Darkness was the answer. Or it's the shovel. Oh, nice bomb. Nice bomb throw. I have a butter sword. Here we go. Okay. Quite the trek. Not having mirrors. The worst thing, because now we're leaving all these mirror spots around the world that are one-offs for the most part. It's the only unfortunate thing. But we are clearing out a lot out of the world right now. See what Catfish has today. We don't normally visit Catfish all that much, to be honest. 50 bucks. Kiki money. Now we are gonna go up the mountain. We can beat Hera. We'll see what happens from there. So we don't get anything much of worth out of all these checks on the mountain and Hera. I probably would check the shovel real quick, and then we're probably going straight into Pod. There's a lot of checks here, so I'd be surprised if we don't get anything that can help progress us through the game. But it's possible. There's something that we could have got a while. Oh no. That we could have got a while ago. But Mir does open up some more things now. Namely Swamp. And some Mir checks that we no longer want to do. There's a bottle. We haven't gotten one of those yet. Okay. Mirror also makes traversing pod a lot nicer as well. We can finally get ourselves a bottle. Now, sick kids on the table. Let's get our third crystal down. Seeing the small key isn't the greatest first item, but we'll take it. There's one item. Cool. Cool. All right. Okay. Well, not exactly how you're supposed to do that. It was close. It's real close. An effort was made. It's not the last item. Neither is that. So, Moldorm's holding on to something. Hopefully it's a good item. Actually got the dash. I was worried I was gonna get shoved off the ledge, but we're good. Full heart. Third crystal down. We can beat Swamp now. Still didn't clear out the rest of the mountain. If Swamp's my next destination, I will do Spike Cave. Because I don't need magic for Swamp. Ugh. Okay. Awful place for that to be, but okay. I'll be honest, never happy to see something good in Spike Cave. Just such a long check, you have to burn a lot of resources sometimes to get to it. But a bow is nice, that now leaves House of Darkness to be able to be beat now. Really, mitts are our biggest holdup. We need mitts, we need an ice rod. Did it mark Turtle Rock's a crystal? There we go. Might need bombos. The way things are shaping out, it could be a Mitts go mode. Oh, we do need cane as well. I am missing the red cane. Still, potentially 3 items off? 2? 2 to 3? Potentially. Doesn't mean that'll work out that way, but there's a possibility. There's bombos. Now it just leaves 2. Red mail. Lots of money. Okay. At least need the Turtle Rock starter kit. Ice Rod and Canis Maria. In mitts. So I think I'm a little more inclined to go to Palace of Darkness first. No real reason why. Just Swamp is just slow. No matter what you do, it's just slow. But maybe I save Pod, so I can dip Eastern if I have to. It's probably the better play. Let me do something I don't necessarily want to do. Stuff like this is what it would get me in trouble in races, because I would prioritize overworld over dungeons. Don't really agree with making this play, but I've already committed, so I'm not backing out. Something worse than committing to overworld over dungeons is committing to something, then backing out of it, then having to go back to it later. So, we've committed, we're doing it. I don't necessarily agree with it, but here we are. Can actually get a full magic. So my goal is to check Sick Kid, do the mirror check to the south, K45, and then check the shovel, and then we'll go into Swamp. Dude, just tried to cancel that dash, but did not want to do it. Alright, Sick Kid. What you got, bud? Bug net. That's vanilla. I would like to clear off some of these checks. Could do Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb with the mirror. But I think dipping into a dungeon is probably the better idea. Okay. Nothing too crazy off those, but less things to worry about later. To our next crystal. Actually, this might be the better play anyway. One, if we don't get anything here or out of pod, we can then dip Eastern for the green pendant. Two, this dungeon gives me the other Pyramid Fairy crystal, so we could do that on the way to pod. That's a little bit cleaner routing anyway. And after that, I'm not quite sure. Oh, we have 2 very dense dungeons. Somehow canceled my dash. No, I don't have a fire shield. Started getting used to having that going through there, but we just got the baby shield. Okay, just need to remember to not flood the key. Do not do it. Just hit the switch and walk out. There we go. Remembering the little things. Still don't necessarily think left side first is the right play, though. Might be changing that up sooner than later. That also means we're gambling more. Currently, I haven't really been doing many gambles, but more just playing the video game. You? Okay. Alright, let's see what we get. Not much, but there was an item, so I mean, probably would have been going through this anyway. Alright. We don't have a big key? Nope. Hopefully it locks itself, or the compass is in there. You can always hope. Have my doubts, though. No. There's an item in there. Immediately, no. Game's like, huh, you thought. You would have to go after that big chest. Yes, again. Nope. No. Well, we try. Well, unless there's something in the big chest, all this dungeon had was a crystal. There's our 4th crystal though in 50 minutes. Not bad. Not bad at all. That turtle rock is our biggest problem with items we're missing. We get our last item here, then we're heading to Pyramid Fairy. And then Palace of Darkness. Nothing in here. Alright. See, really after this and Palace of Darkness, I don't think I have a whole lot left, aside from Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb. I think. Relatively sure of that, though. Something that likes to be in Palace of Darkness a lot is myths, so I wouldn't be surprised to find myths there. Mom's book changes a couple things. Well, that's a few more checks we have now. And all of them are one-offs now, because we've done everything else. Which sort of figures, but okay. We got it, no problem. But into our 5th crystal dungeon. It's actually pretty good. Decent time. If we find myths, we're going straight to Ice Palace because there's no reason not to. And it's just a lot of overworld. But first things first. Let's see if there's anything in Pod. Or if we have to go on an overworld clearing adventure. Small key. Nice big key. That sort of leaves that chest orphaned for a little bit. No. Tinked that spike, but did not take damage. More smalls. Ugh. Did take damage from that. Okay. To the back, where we can finally start getting some items. We have the big key, so we can hammer jump. Or at least it makes the most sense to hammer jump anyway. Oh no. Thank you. Little slow, but we got there. I could have swore I canceled that, but okay. As we move on. Eat the turtle. Let's see if we can not get another small key. Hey, okay. At least can skip the one chest. But so far, Palace of Darkness, nothing. Might actually have to dip Eastern. I'm not thrilled about that. Oh, if there's a mitt sitting in the front of Eastern, that's just a bad time. All right. With the book, we could also be desert, which is not the most fun thing to do. Not terribly thrilled about that. No, these two turtles. They did not want to play nice and they ran away. Okay. Okay. Well... looks like we are going to Eastern, because we're here. And it's a green pendant. And the sad pendant music plays. But we do have 2 pendant dungeons we could beat. It's looking more and more likely that we just might have to, or at least enter them. purpose. I would have laughed if that was Mitz just sitting there the whole time. That would have been not so great. We really don't have much left. $5. Aside from both tablet checks, Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb, it's really in desert. About all we have. So really after this we could do Bombos Tablet into desert, which is not the most fun. Fire Shield, missed you in Swamp. Just missing a map. Well, that's required. Found one of our Turtle Rock starter packs. So now we're just an Ice Rod and Mitts away. But at this point, we might as well grab the green pendant because we're already in the area. Nice arrow drop by the door. Alright. Oop, fired an extra arrow. That wall deserved it. I think we do Bombos into Desert, 'cause that's 3 items, and Graveyard Ledge into King's Tomb, that's 2, and then Ether Tablet. These are all not great options, just gonna throw that out there. But we are running out of options without the mitts, so guess we'll continue on. Huh. Well, it was an item at least. A blue boomerang. To our next pendant. There we go. Ooh, that was close. Well, Ow. It's probably the latest mitt seed I've gotten so far. This is super late. Ow. And the worst thing is, the ice rod could end up on the pedestal. So baiting this might be required. The way it's playing out. Our big key. No items so far. There's one item. Okay, Lamola has the other. Which, why wouldn't the boss have it? To be fair, some of these super early boot seeds have been absolutely cursed. So I should have seen this as a bad sign. Because this is just... I mean, it's interesting to be locked out of mitts for so long, but... this is the last dungeon we can do without them. So far, this little trip has been a bust. Wasn't next to the torch. Oh. Well, we finally found the mitts. Okay, so what does that open for us? Ice. We're going to ice. Yep. Ice first, then we'll figure out what else we want to do. So we're really just missing the ice rod. Which isn't great. Yeah, didn't mean to go through that. Whoops. Brain was on autopilot. No, we're going to ice, not going to Zora. There's one of 3. I mean, we can definitely get into Turtle Rock. Just thinking the play after this, if we don't find an ice rod, might just be going straight up the mountain. We can do Ether Tablet, we can do Super Bunny, Hookshot, and then check Turtle Rock and hope we find an ice rod somewhere along the way. Thinking that might be our best bet right now. And if we don't, we start searching everywhere else. So we're just one pendant away from the pedestal. No. That's our second item. One more left in here. Ideally it'd be an ice rod, but I'm not thinking we're gonna be that lucky with how this seed has gone. I don't have another small key, so I guess we're going through this way. Now we have to go through the long way. It's not very fun. I almost went straight to Cold Stare. Nope, we got one item outstanding. As much as I would like to. That item being an ice rod, I just can't. Not gonna chance it. This ice rod truly can be anywhere but at Trinex. Okay, Annie Fairy, please. Leave me alone. Luckily I have Bombos, because we currently don't have enough fire rod shots. There's our last item. That was super worth it. But now we know, this dungeon's fully cleared. Yep, we are one fire rod shot low, but we are bailed out. Well, it's our 6th crystal. So we are an ice rod short. All the items on the mountain. And we're just ice rod short. Makes the most sense to come up here. Because it could just be sitting in Turtle Rock. It's very common. Not a nice one. Was hoping it'd be that easy, but nope. We continue on. This. Okay, dead rock. Okay. Dead rocks. Bombos. Is Turtle Rock. But we're definitely checking Super Bunny in Hookshot Cave first. Then we're going straight into Turtle Rock and hoping for the best. Didn't necessarily want to grab that, but we saved it. Hey, silvers. Well, at least we got something out of this. And our 2nd bottle. Bottles are very scarce this seed. Oops. There we go. Alright, Turtle Rock. Well, see, whenever we can finally get into Gan's Tower, we are fully decked out. We're just missing half magic. Yep, we just gotta hope for the best. No, it ate my input. One of these days I'll practice that. It's not today. And our big key. Okay. Oh, key for key. Well, we're definitely doing Mimic Cave. I don't really have a choice on that. We'll clear and hope for the best. No luck. It's a laser bridge in a dream. Okay. Okay, game. Sure. I phased through the block. And I got hit by all the fire. Maybe not all. 2 of the 3. Fire bars. The real question, can I get all 4 laser skips in one try? Without being hit or falling. Mushroom. That's not what I want to see. Rip the dream. Loot. Well, at least now I can check that mushroom. Okay, well. Okay. Well, not what I was hoping to find. I guess we're gonna do King's Tomb and the flute. Into a smith chain. Into a mushroom. There's just a lot of not great options here. Not particularly thrilled. That also opens up Mire, and Pedestal is in play. Unfortunately. So I'll probably be dipping Mire sooner than later if we don't get anything out of these checks. Let's say doing this, grabbing the smith, hammer pegs, purple chest, mushroom, then probably Mire area, then Mire. If we can't catch any luck. Me and canceling bonks today has not been on the same page. Alright. Cape. Doesn't really unlock anything or help us in any way, but we got a cape. Come on, purple chest. Nope. This is a true Ice Rod hunt, see. Last one we had with Ice Rod Go mode was not an Ice Rod hunt. We just immediately lucked into the Ice Rod after the Fire Rod. And it wasn't that bad to find those, so... This is the true Ice Rod hunt experience. You're just aimlessly searching, hoping for the best. Not getting it like this. I guess Mire area. I do have Graveyard Ledge left too. But at this rate, we're gonna pull the ped, then go after that. So we don't have many options left. I'm now just curious where half magic is. What is it? Bombos! I thought that was a little late. Okay. Or's just sitting here in the mire shed after grabbing the flute off of Laser Bridge. That's just rude. It's very, very rude. I would have rathered the pedestal at this point. Giving me the Ice Rod there is just really rude. Yeah, well now we're actually in go mode. We only have Trinex left to go to. So we've already cleared out all of Turtle Rock. I now have a full menu, and the only thing we haven't tracked is half magic, Inagonim, and Mire. This is a very full tracker and a very full menu. But this is the true ice rod hunt experience, and well, can't say I've missed it too much, but we at least are very decked out for the end of the game, so at least should be a breeze. Half magic would have been nice though. Oh, actually, I have fire shield. I never tracked it. There we go. I am also missing the big shield. And 2 bottles. Okay. Go here. Jeez. Okay. Oh, that's too early. No! Okay. Finally, to our last crystal. Oh no. Did not release the spin fast enough. Hey, a 3rd bottle. Getting closer to a full tracker. You really aren't far off. Bottle. Half magic. A shield. So I'm not going to beat Aghanim's Tower 1. I do refuse to do that. So our tracker will not be full. So one thing we haven't had to do this seed is dip Aghanim's Tower. Finally, we are on our way. Hunt ourselves down a big key. Alright. Will it be nice, or are we in a full clear Ganon's Tower as well? Small key. Oh no. Jeez. Make the door. Okay. Got a little scary. A little scarier than that should have been. Clutch. Oh, magic. But menuing quickly is not happening anymore. With all these items. Hey, there's half magic. No big key. We'll take the small key though. Alright, to the left side. This money. Okay, well, we are running out of items to track at this point in time. Open it up. Okay. Okay. The biggest of shields. Really just need one more bottle. And our tracker is full. For items, anyway. Oh no. This might be a full clear Ganon's Tower. It could be in Tile Room. That's where I need to be. Alright. I have not seen Ice Armos in quite some time, but we do have silver, so it shouldn't be too bad. But boy, has it been a minute. Okay. Oh, game. This game has just been rude. Very rude. Uncalled for, really. And this is why I grabbed the cape. Well, once we can start the climb, this is one of our highest item collection rates. Still should be a sub 150 as long as I don't have something terrible happen. Once we can get out of this room. Yep, alright. Onward and upward. Don't know why I got the key out. It felt right, but it was not right. Oh, yep, this time that dash. Sword beams. Ruining my life in that room. Hey! One cycle. Do need a key. We'll grab magic just because we can. Look for a friendly Moldorm 2. So far friendly. Very friendly. Okay. We truly do not need anything else. We've gotten so many items and things. We're just missing 3 hearts. And a bottle. That's really it. Alright, I get 2. Not great. Missed the second hit. That's a little friendlier. That's a triple. Got lucky on the third one. Not bad. Got a little lucky on the triple, but we needed it. The first phase didn't go great. But now, time to butter up Ganon. Oh no. Please stop, okay. Please stop. Ganon, you don't have to warp so much. You literally have a butter sword and silvers. You're not defeating me today. Oh no. Oh, I actually didn't think I got him. The turn colors. Ganon, why are you blocking my fire rod shots? Well, I could have used the net. If you see my tracker, I literally have all the items because of ice rod hunting. I'm just missing a bottle. That's all I'm missing. The seed should apologize for that, but 146 and full clearing the game, basically, aside from Meyer. Not bad, not bad. Good old ice rod hunt. Thanks for the GGs. The last bottle. It's on the pedestal. The last thing I could track for items. That is just rude. Very, very rude. Well, I almost pulled Ped, but then the ice rod was just in Meyer shit. If it would have been on Vitreous, I might have just pulled the Ped, because seed was done anyway. I never was much one for using net on Aga 2, mostly because I never practiced it or was good at it. Swordless seeds weren't my thing. I was never good at that. 1 hour, 23-minute flute. And that was holding up our ice rod. But mostly tempered and gold sword kills on bosses, so I guess that makes up for it. 27 bucks. No deaths, no fairy revivals though. Menu time makes sense when you have a full menu, it's just impossible to do it quickly. 178. Not our worst. It's up there, but not our worst. All right. Let's see this. Well, considering how horrible that was, I might actually run another one because I do have a little bit of time. Let's see here. Yes. Grab that. Okay. Boy, I hope I actually did delete the old seed, because I don't want to play that one again. We'll find out shortly. I need to fix a couple things, like that. Nope. I didn't actually mean to close my timer. Oh, let's see. I need that back. There we go. That's true too. Could do that, but I think we're okay. I want to change this to... Oops. Oh. That's... And... Thank you for checking. That brief moment of, did I select the new seed or the old seed? But hey, it means I at least got a different seed. That's what's important. And I just need to change this. Okay, let me refresh my water real quick and we'll jump right into this one. Okay. You're alright. First one is Bombos, then Ether second, Quake is the third medallion there. Well, thanks for checking. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go! Red mail is for cowards. Well, I had red mail last time because I cleared the whole game. It's not my fault. Uncle's throwing shade at me. Bombs immediately is nice though. So having last seed, I had hook shot right away. That was actually nice for navigating. What is our weapon? I will take a bow. No problems with that. If I actually got the bow out, however, that'd be smart. Since I wasted a bomb, it'd be nice to get it back, though they dropped arrows, so probably not the greatest thing. Single ruby. Ow. My D-pad and I have been not on the same page today. Just a heart. Map. There might be a single bomb in the green guard item pool. Not sure on the blue guard though. Take those arrows, I'm gonna use them right on the ball and chain guard. That's a lot of money with you, Zelda. Haven't done either yet. I am thinking about doing Key Sanity probably soonish. I was looking into old festives for like Christmas. Fortunately, there hasn't been a new one in the past couple years. So there might be an old festive, because somebody did save a bunch of old ones, luckily. Probably within the next month, probably some Key Sanity and maybe some festive seeds for fun. Proskies is a whole other animal though, and I could barely complete those when I did play this game all the time. That one we're gonna wait a bit on. Ugh, the second one was right behind him. Ow. Ooh. Oh, take that full magic. Mirror, okay. And a bottle. It's actually pretty late in the last seed when we finally got one of the 4 bottles. Early mirror's really nice though. Ow. Ugh. Grab the switch. Thank you. So 1 bomb isn't the greatest, but we do have 400 bucks, so we could easily buy more. Plus 5 more bucks to spend. Probably dip Paprika first. Just hope we find at least 1 more bomb on the way. Pendant, crystal. So pendant Eastern when you have a bow start is just... It's not great, because you know you can beat the dungeon even though it might not be in logic. Oh, bombs. No, give me the bomb. And that's just the heart container. No. No! Let me have the bomb. But orders holding bombs is a great thing if you ever run low. Don't need that. Heart piece. Don't think I actually killed another enemy since the last tree pull. Pretty sure we just move on. I mean, we got a lot of money and full bombs, so there's not much I would need to have a tree pull anyway. And arrows. So 3 hearts, maybe I should have grabbed that heart piece. Got stabbed. Alright. Nah, you didn't miss much during the ad break anyway. 50 bucks. Heart piece. More heart pieces. Not a whole lot of worth. Free powder. Not a bad item. Another bottle. It's making up for how long it took to get a bottle in the last seed. mean, that would have been nice if I wasn't already at full bombs. But hey, $100 for 10 bombs is actually a good deal. For the bottle vendor, anyway. Oh, we have Sick Kid. Starting to think the early boot seeds are just all cursed, and when it's later, the seed is nicer. Free glove. Thanks, dude. Single arrow, never getting that. Be happy in the library. Oh, we do need that moon pearl though. I almost saved and quit. Alright, walk of shame, walk of shame. Alright. So moon pearl and a glove were one item from Dark World. We don't necessarily have a real weapon yet. These weapons we have can be depleted like bombs and arrows. I think maybe one of the bottles has a bee. So, I mean, that is technically a weapon. It's not a great one. $20. We almost have Zora money. So fake flippering will probably be happening. I will take this. Gonna go ahead and check this. Alright, Agina, what you got today? Glass CD had my moon pearl. Not a lot of money. We're just gonna rob him and disappear. Well, now we certainly have Zora money. Alright, B. Yeah, one chance. Make me proud. Oh! Go B, go! Go B, go! Yay! B did his job. Hey, another bomb. In the lamp? In the mitts? Okay, jeez. That's a lot of things. So now we have Dark World, so that's fun. Still don't have a real weapon. There's another bee, but this one's against me. I don't have a bug net to catch him. Yeah, gotta watch out for Mr. Krabs. Ooh, okay. Okay. Would really like a weapon other than the bow and bombs. And I used my only bee, so we're out of those. Still gonna fake flipper. Oh, jeez. Okay. The crabs are a little aggressive. Saw that one coming. We just gotta be a little careful. Pretty sure I have a fairy in one of the bottles as well. But now we get to listen to the lovely beeping for a hot minute. Oh, hello, Kana Samaria. Oh no, get in the portal. Swim faster! Okay, that was a little sketchy. Alright, arrows. More arrows. Another blue potion, that's nice to see. We have 2 of those now. And the beeping continues. With waterfall background noise. Just a red ruby over there, so we're good there. And check out Zora's latest scam, though we have all the money. Please take my money. I have too much. Fair trade. You know what? You can keep that 20 as well. Yes, I am going to the Dark World. Sort of want to go up the mountain, but without a way of damaging Moldorm, it's not the greatest idea. Okay, so what do we got going on here? Skulls are good, these towns are good. Mire, Turtle Rock's a green pendant, that's a little gross. Last seed I debated whether or not dipping Skull was the right play, but we found a fire rod in the front of Skull, so it turned out to be the right play. Let's see if we can get as lucky a second time. No good weapon for this. Okay. Wasn't sure that would actually hit him or not. Excuse me, sir. I need through here. You get out of there. I need to go there. Oh, Mr. Hand. Okay. Just a small key to start. Now I can go through the front. Jump. Thank you. Another small. No items yet. Here, Mr. Gibdo. There's one. Means there's one left in here. Not as lucky this time. Last time that was fire rod. Last seed. I'm gonna have to route you guys around here. Here. Big key. Okay. That looks better. Okay. There's one item left in Skullwoods. Oh, actually, I should check over here. Just get these North Dark World checks over, so I don't have to worry about them. The ledge continues to have nothing. 11 seeds in. Check out Graveyard Ledge real quick, then we'll make our way to Village of Outcast. Nope, you can keep that. Thank you. But we got a few more bombs out of it. Alright. So we could dip Thieves Town. We have no way of damaging blind right now, and we have no hammer, so that could a risk of orphaning an item in the big chest because we can't hit the hammer pegs. We'll probably still check out the front four. Without a weapon to kill blind, I'm not likely to continue on unless we luck into one. Okay. Not getting a whole lot of items that are useful so far, so we don't have very many dungeons we can even complete right now, aside from like Eastern. I can get to quite a few dungeons though, but can't beat any of them. We're gonna check out the front four, and then we'll bail. Blue mail's nice. I will take that. Okay, Stalfos. Thanks for staying in there. Camping the stairs. Okay. Oh, that cool. Flippers is a decent pull. We can get Arcana Samaria now. We'll do dig game first, then we'll grab Smith. Alright. A sword would be nice, you know, anytime. Anytime now. Can't do hammer pegs. I could check powder, but probably not going to this round. Well, the Smiths aren't making swords, they're printing money. Probably good. They probably do better with just printing money instead of making swords for money. I could enter Swamp now with those flippers. Can't do much besides check the first chest, but it is a thing. Nope. Thanks for the $1. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that, Mr. Stumpy. And go ahead and turn this in. It'll be Hype Cave, and we'll grab Arcana Samaria off the island. Honestly thinking Pod and Eastern aren't the worst idea right now. But we'll see. Should probably climb the mountain at some point. Hey, there's our bug net. Alright, Hype Cave. Give me some hype. We need something good. A shield is not exactly what I was hoping for. Neither is that book. Just gonna put that out there, but okay. Okay. Better than nothing, I suppose. Oh, probably could have been better. Oh, let's see. I need my king. Technically, I could be blind with the Cana Samaria. Technically. I think for now, I'm gonna climb the mountain. Though I can't beat Hera, I could clear it out. Which isn't exactly the most fun thing to do, but Running a little low on options. Alright, Mr. Old Man. 20 bucks for my trouble, thank you, sir. Blue boomerang. Bombos, we might need that actually. We will grab that. Nope. Went down too far. I don't feel great about dipping Harrow without being able to defeat Moldorm, but... our options are a lot of not great things right now. Sword would be really nice, a hammer would be super nice. We will grab our blue boomerang before we get talked to for 5 years by that little guy. Might as well check out the tablet. Art piece, okay. Oh, well, I'm glad I grabbed that boomerang. That is a little useful right now. How am I gonna kill these guys? Well, there went one. Let's see what's here. Well, that's both items. We still can't beat the dungeon. So I think the game plan now is probably odd eastern area. Still check this powder. We have to go this way anyway. I'm gonna check the powder. Then we'll go North Dark World, Catfish, the Pyramid, into Pod Eastern, and Saha. I didn't do Saha set yet either. And hope we finally get something. A little bit of a weird seed. It's really the only dungeon I can beat. It's still Eastern. Can't beat any other dungeon right now. Technically, I could beat Thieves Town, but I don't have a hammer. I don't really want to lock an item in the big chest if I don't have to. We may need to, but that one can wait a little bit, because we already pulled 3 items out of Thieves Town. I think 2 though. Let's get this check out of the way. Alright, Batman, what you got? 20 bucks. Alright, buddy. Well, back to the Dark World portal we go. Bit of a trek. Boots would be super nice at any point in time. Almost feel like Thieves Town might be the play, but we'll see. Ow. The guy's camping. Okay, we're just gonna take all the damage. Nope, you can keep those. I don't want them. At least with that, this whole section of the world is pretty much done. Or at least clearing out areas, which is important. We just need something so we can start beating dungeons. Yeah. This is the problem without having a proper weapon. We're just taking all the damage. Luckily for blue mail, it's saving us a bit. Say Thieves Town and Skull are good crystals. Could get Thieves Town. Can't get Skull without a fire rod and a sword. So we're a couple items away from that. It's more money. Alright. Palace of Darkness and Eastern we go. Okay. Okay. So Sawhorse was loaded. The one time I don't check it early. Okay. Well, that's fun. That's real fun. Boots, sword, and a fire rod. So now we could beat Thieves Town and Skullwoods, which does unlock the Pyramid Fairy. But there's also 2 crystals we can complete. I already know there's 1 item left in Skullwoods. I think there's 2 left in Thieves Town, which one we could still lock without having the hammer. So it's not the greatest options, but there could be something there. Okay. Not a bad room, just one input didn't go through, unfortunately, but still good room. Here's our big key. We don't have a hammer. So we have to mirror out of here. Okay. Hey, silvers. That's at least something. Sink heart. I don't know I'm gonna dip Eastern just yet. Maybe I should. Problem is I now have crystals I can clear that I couldn't before. Bombs. There's our 4th bottle. Got them all this time. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do that for now. I'm gonna go after Desert first. So now we can beat that dungeon. And we haven't been inside that one and cleared out most of its stuff, so... I'm gonna do this, then probably Skullwoods and Thieves Town. A hammer is our biggest holdup right now. We do need a hook shot. Yeah, hammer and hookshot are items we need for go mode, which is actually a little crazy. We only need 2 items. Whereas a slow burn this seed has been. We also, of course, need another sword. But I don't have a small key. I sort of need that, don't I? Yep. Slightly important. There's 1 item, so that means the small key's over here. Go ahead and grab it, but I'm gonna go back to the boss first. And if we still need the other item, we'll come back inside. At this point, we're just 1 item away from a full clear, so we'll just gamble it's on the boss first. Otherwise, it's not too much lost time, especially with boots. Ew. Oh wait, I have silvers. Hey. Oh, it's the map. Okay, we gotta go back in. Oh, we finally got our first crystal at 48 minutes. Which is not great. Not great at all. Okay, we got 1 more item to search for. Yeah, so quick. Look at all these dungeons that are done. To be fair, we've entered a lot of dungeons, so we just haven't been able to beat all of them, or any of them until recently. There's our last item. Okay. Yep, total jet. If said jet malfunctioned and never took off. But we have boot checks to do. We're at least moving faster now with the boots. It's not a slow stroll through all of Hyrule hoping to find something good. A shovel is not what I want to find. One of the last things I want to find right now is a fetch quest. Red mail. Alright, so who's excited for Fighter Sword Skull Woods? I know I am. be great if we could find some, half magic or something. Okay. Sabotaged by the rock under the bush. We do not need a key since we already have 2. No, fire snake. Right in the way. I do have silver, so I at least can take these guys out pretty quickly. So we at least have a lot of magic. Here we go. Almost full magic, just slightly short. Okay, Moth. Okay, yeah, just flash straight at me the whole time. That works really well. Our first red crystal. 2 crystals, 52 minutes. We're jetting now. There's still 1 item in here, and well, for kicks and giggles, we can check the pit as well, in case there's a hook shot there. There we go. Let me through! Ow. A fire shield. Alright, well, hammer can't be on peg because of Turtle Rock, but hookshot most certainly can be. Alright, peace. See you later! So I'm sort of wondering, the game gave me lamp and cape. And I can beat Thieves Town, just might not be able to full clear it. So I'm wondering if that big bomb's in play and you're supposed to beat Aghanim to get the big bomb to the pyramid. And if so, that's a little evil. But very possible. The rate we're going, we're probably going to do that play, but I'm not going to go to Aghanim's tower. And so with actual flippers, I guess Aghanim's tower wouldn't be the logic thing to do, it'd just be something you could do. Ow. Again. Times 2. Plus a bonk. Oh, we finally got the dash. Finally, something was not in my way. Okay, our piece. Okay, there could be a map in the big chest. And hopefully it's not on blind. That is the gamble we have going on right now, since we have no hammer. Okay. Hey, we actually got a good blind fight. Oh. There's an item in the big chest. That's not great. Really not great. Not what you want to see. Or even deal with. Guess we're going after the big bomb? You can check shovel on the way, at least. Worth. So worth. A little 20 rubies. Alright, Mr. Big Bomb. You're gonna go around the world a little bit. So without the hammer and not defeating Aghanim, we have to go all the way around this way, which is a whole lot of fun, and without a hook shot I can't really dash unless I take damage. So this is really fun. Really, I think I had one item in Hera? Or maybe I cleared out here. I think I did. I really think I just have this and Eastern left. For the most part. So that's exciting. So Eastern's a little, maybe should have done that. In hindsight. But who wants to dip Pendant Eastern? No one. Okay. So, yeah. We barely made that. Almost had to do that again. That would not have been fun. I am not beating Aghanim just to get this bomb over here. Not doing it. Won't do it. Can't make me do it. Alright, was this worth it or not? Oh, absolutely. Okay, well that's a hammer. Guess we're gonna go after Ice Palace right now. Then we could swing by Pod after that. Then probably up the mountain is our next best bet for a hook shot. Though not having a hook shot for ice sorta sucks. It's nicer having the hook shot when you're in here. Especially for the pen gators. Yes, where's Bombosin? And moving on. Small key. Another sword would be fantastic. Shh, that was close. Didn't actually need hookshot to get over here, so that's interesting. The hookshot is not there. Here's a flute. Yeah. So flute's sort of nice anyway. But we will probably do that after this, just so we can flute over to the pod portal. We really just have hammer pegs left, so we could probably do that on the way whilst doing that. There's really nothing left on that side of the world besides that and the item in the Thieves' Town big chest, which is a little unfortunate. No, don't do that. I don't have a hook shot. Almost did that. Hey. So we have to go around the long way for the last chest. Then we have Fighter Sword. Cold Stare. And that's slightly terrifying, but we have Red Mail. And like 3 blue potions and a fairy. So we at least have that going for us. Mr. Antifairy, stop hurting me! Please stop. Okay. Bombos. Probably gonna burn a blue potion pretty quick in here. Honestly, immediately. Oh no. Alright, another one down. And the hunt for a hook shot. Let's go activate our flute. We can do hammer pegs while we're there. Then the only thing left over there on that side of the world is just the big chest in Thieves Town, which will be our last location. Just already decided. Mostly our last location, unless it's holding an ice rod. Can do this. Hammer pegs real quick, then Palace of Darkness, then back up the mountain for Hera and East Side Dark Death Mountain. Now, I swear, canceling dashes is just impossible right now. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's check this. Oh. Well, okay then. That is actually go mode? Question mark? Yeah, looks like it. Well, mostly go mode. We need a sword still. Which hopefully we find one soon. mean, there's still a lot of checks on Death Mountain we haven't done. I think it's safe to assume there's probably at least a sword over there? I would hope. Might be wrong. We already have Pod and Hera cleared out. It's really just swamp. Honestly, we'll probably do everything but left side swamp. Ooh, too much. There we go. There we go. This room could be a little fun. Oh no. Oh, actually, I have silvers. See ya. Your fault for knocking me back, I realize that. Pod was cleared out. Yep, swamp is next, and we're going back up the mountain. Well, I mean, it came together in the end. It just took a minute to get there. We still need a sword, though. Sword's a big problem. And not the first time sword's been my go mode here lately, which is interesting. And most of the time, there's been at least one against tower. Normally. No, that's not in play right now, unfortunately. Unless we somehow luck right into Tempered Sword or something. But it would have to happen extremely quickly. And Swamp's just slow because you have to do all this. That's okay. Certainly an interesting scene, nonetheless. Yeah, and Swamp's gonna be good. Hey, half magic. Half of that time. Mostly because me and Argus and a fire sword just do not get along whatsoever. Half magic's nice though. I will take that. No, I haven't bothered learning the new stuff yet. I've seen it. I know it exists. I've, for the most part, just been doing no major glitches, which is the speedrun rule set. I'll relearn all the rando clips and glitches eventually. Oh yeah, I know. I will have a problem once I look into it, but I just haven't looked into it. But that's okay. Yeah, I have seen people doing it like, oh, that's a new thing that's allowed. I gotta go back through the Discord and find... Okay, grab the pot. Jeez. Find all the new things that have been allowed the past 3-ish years. I don't want to find an ice rod. Not this time. I just want a sword. Give me a sword. Well, it's looking like swamp's a bust for a sword. Okay. No! Pretty sure Silver's work on Argus. It's just hitting him with one can be a little sketchy. Like that. There we go. Alright, no sword here. Now we gotta search the mountain. Woohoo! No, oh, okay. Definitely thought I got dead rocked, but we made it through. Link lost some weight. Since we have yet to check anything on the mountain on the east side, we might as well see if there just happens to be a sword over here. Or entering Ganon's tower. There we go. Alright, see ya. We're out. I'll probably still check Super Bunny since we're gonna go through it to get up top. But we at least can beat the game now. Couldn't get lucky twice, unfortunately. Yeah, Lionel. Missed him. Missed him with the hammer. Alright, let's go beat up a Moldorm and we can get out of here. Okay. Ew. I think there's an item in the basement. We're not getting that one. Hey, we got our last crystal. We can go to Ganon's tower now. Oh hey, we're at Ganon's tower. No key. Last game, the big key was in tile room, so it was the last check we could do. Hopefully this one will be a little bit sooner. Hello? Did you die? Maybe? Please get out of here. Okay. Oh no. There we go. Not looking great for an early big key anyway. Or even another sword, which is a little disappointing. Okay. Found Ian's safe room. Ugh. I didn't want to do that. Okay. Thank you. That's what I wanted to do. Two ice armos in one day. We haven't seen these guys in any of the seeds before that. Uh-oh. There we go. He was just off to the side. Will we get a double tile room big key? It's 1 in 5 right now. Nope. Right. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Second to last. Power room was all that was left. Alright. Let's climb a tower that had no swords in the basement. Oh no. Yeah, it seems about right. Okay. I don't know what it is. I cannot cancel dashes today. Brain and controller are not working together. Come here, Stalfos. That first pot would have landed, that would have been a really good room. Ow. Dude, that fire shot was a sniper. Nice. Alright. It's a little slow on that. Oh, okay. Okay. Be a little careful. Oh, fairy, come here. Thank you. Just come here. It's okay. No swords in Ganon's tower. Good thing I checked the mountain first. Or at least part of it. And there's probably another sword over there somewhere, though. We'll check out the spoiler once we get past this. And collect ourselves a Triforce. Oh, missed the triple. Swing and a miss. That's probably double as well. Blue bulb. There we go. Not awful, not great. Okay, we've got 2 blue potions and a fairy, so we should be able to get through this. Okay. Well... Oh, it's too slow. Alright. Get some magic back. Not the greatest spot for him to land. That's a better spot. No, I got a regular spin on him. Okay. It just takes too long. The switch. How the seed went. Not a bad time, really. Took, what, almost 50 minutes to get one crystal, so 136 after that, not bad. It's basically a dungeon rush once we went to Saha's and found Boots, Sword, and there's something else good there. Boots, Sword, and Fire Rod. That's what it was. Jesus. Thanks for the GG. First sword and boots, both in Saha's hut. 39 minutes. Should check Saha's hut for faster. That's the moral of the story. Oh, I was gonna check where the other swords were. Just for funsies. Yeah, 17 bonks better than last time. The new time's a little better too. Let's find out real quick. Oh, the hobo under the bridge had one. Yeah, wasn't really checking that anytime soon. Paradox Upper had the other one. So if I would have continued checking the Light World caves, we would have found it. Well, that figures. But after 2 seeds, at least the second one did go better than the first. I can say that. But I think I'm going to call it here for tonight. But thanks for watching. See you in the next one.